that I've been working with the January 6th committee because they asked, and I'm not going to, like, I don't have the resources to hire lawyers and, you know what I mean, like, do all that. So I gave them some of the recordings, and when they found out I did that, now the people that could be in trouble for all of that are telling me that I could get charged for the whatever. And so they're using that as a form of witness intimidation on the January 6th stuff.
Just talk of anyone banning a mind job.
All right. I do have a recording, though, where he says, I know you didn't intend on causing Sheriff Lamb any harm or anything when you sent those, whatever, you know, right? And so it's like very clear there's no crime when he has a recording that says there was no intent, right? Or I have a recording, but he doesn't know I have the recording.
Well, I mean, on that crime, intent doesn't matter.
So it doesn't?
It's a crime. If it's only smaller crimes.
Well, no, intent does matter because you have to intend to harass. And
No, it doesn't work like that. Because sharing, by just sharing it, you know, that's the crime. It's not harassment. That's not the crime that it is. It's revenge part of the crime.
But is it actually, like you're saying, those images aren't even you?
Right. But it doesn't matter. If they're not me, but you portray them as me, it's still a crime.
Even if I put censored over the section?
No, if that's censored, it has to be. Although there's some ambiguity to that because it says if you show anybody engaged in a sexual
He's wrong. He's flat out wrong.
I should say if that's a sexual act. There is some ambiguity there. It doesn't have to necessarily be show the thing. But in the end, it has to be me. Like, I'm the person that has to file the charges, not them. It has to be me. Well, I'm the victim.
Right.
People are saying that's me, so that makes me the victim, and the only person that can be the victim on that is me.
Right. So you're not working with them because one of the things
I don't even know who you're even talking about. And honestly, the only person I even have this conversation with, and I'm just being 100% honest, as I always ask, is you. I mean, the only person I've had this conversation with.
So they're
just charging Candy back in the day, but that wasn't any good. Well, she was already a nobody. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It wasn't done any good.
Right.
And I know I could go after if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Like, I don't care. It's not me in the first place. I don't care.
Who could you go after?
Oh, I know a lot of people that shared it. And send it to somebody else via email. It's fine.
Gotcha. Rick Dalton told me to send it to him by email because I called. He told me I didn't do it though, so good thing. And by the way, I'm going to call him because there was only 3 or 4 people that I even talked to about it, and it was totally because I believed him. I told you, I literally, Mark, have not been in my house in Pinal County for a year because I've been scared of you.
I'm the last person who's scared of me.
But I'm telling you, like, that's because
here's the thing, and I'm telling you now, like, I would hope you fix whatever you did that you caused, and then I would just say, like, you don't have to worry about me. And honestly, I have zero intention of charging anybody. And those guys can tell you all day long, and they're just trying to scare you. But in the end, like, I would have to be the victim.
right.
So, don't stress.
Okay. Are you there? Gordon?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Did you hear all that?
Yeah, that's wild shit.
What?
He's covering the whole thing up.
What's he covering up? I mean, he's saying he didn't.
You gotta unpack everything you just said, how he said it, the reality behind what was really going on. Where do I begin? Well, first off, this new lady that came AZ Advocate that surfaced?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you read what happened with her? With the revenge pictures, right?
Where he had, no, it wasn't revenge pictures. He had her arrested for harassing Buddy. He had her arrested for harassing his deputy.
Right, but she mentioned revenge porn pictures also. Did you see that?
Yeah, she's talking about Tammy's pictures.
Yes. So there's multiple people, right, that he has intertwined from his personal life and his law enforcement duties.
Well, she had worked at Pinal County Sheriff's Office. That girl.
Okay. So my point is in your thing is like he just straight up threatened you. Like basically I could fuck you over if I wanted to. The fact of the matter is that Ryan Hartwig took that same narrative, and if he's trying to say, well, I was the victim, then why would Garland Shreves tell Ryan to send it, or why would Ryan lie about that? Mark Lamb would have to be brought in as the victim in that case, if that was the case. And he just told you straight up in that recording, yeah, I can do a lot with it if I wanted to. He basically said the Wayne AP guys and all the other people were using that to intimidate you, even though they didn't have the power he had. That's my takeaway.
Yeah, he was saying, well, I called him, this call was right after you had called me, and all of that. So that's why I was having that discussion with him. And he's saying, don't worry about all those guys. He's talking about you, too. Like, not you, but you know not you, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
just the situation itself.
The situation. Like, anybody who's telling me that I'm in danger of being charged, don't worry about it, because he would be the victim.
Yeah. But hold on a second. And I appreciate that you're trying to, like, give him the benefit of the doubt, but back up for a second. Think about how the frame job against you was constructed and born. This isn't just let's just throw some, it wasn't a last minute thing. Right? Remember that. The Korean Air messaging room. You were targeted afterwards, after you didn't comply to get set up, and that was the operation, was to use those Mark Lamb pictures. Mark Lamb is compromised into MAGA and does, whatever. He's part of it. That conversation you had with him, hell yeah, he's a really slick talker and a good salesman and a great actor. Fuck yeah, that felt genuine. He's lying, Stacy. He's full of shit. He's trying to quiet you up.
Because he says,
I put out
he's like,
right.
He's,
don't stress.
I put out $5,000 on a lawyer and I literally was laying on the floor for 2 hours crying.
I'm sorry.
I finally thanked him because they called
me a long time ago. I know they said you full of BS, but anybody who knows me knows that is just not the case. That's not me. I don't care about that stuff. Like, I just don't care.
Well, what
There's many other things to do.
Okay, so when I was doing the election case,
and I got to get back in, but I'm not trying to cut you short. But
no, I know.
I got a family thing going on right now.
So I don't have to worry about,
No, I'm telling you. How many times I can tell you? You don't have to worry. They can't do anything. It's not them. I'm the victim.
Yeah. Okay. And I was thinking you wouldn't want to, charge that anyway, because then it makes it a big deal. And,
I don't even care because I know the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I promise you that I promise you that when I shared it, the extended version, that I didn't, it was for the sole purpose of saying I'm afraid because that SUV, your sheriff SUV, you know what I mean? And maybe that was a coincidence, probably.
I'm sure that was a coincidence. I'm 100%.
He had said before
coincidence. And so that was just me, like, reiterating.
I'm sure that was a coincidence. I'm 100% positive it was a coincidence.
It's like just so freaking crazy that like things just were so coincidental. I mean, I do believe you. I do actually. I'm like, and
Not to mention Sean and Scott Coker, his boys.
fun having them talking in my ear, saying "lamb."
Yeah, I said, but it's super scary.
As I'm settling down now, you're right. They
Yeah.
He's so full of shit, that guy.
didn't want me going to real law enforcement at the time. Like, they were doing shady stuff. They stole my phone. They took it to D.C. They were holding me in my house. They were scaring me. You know what I mean? If I called, and they told me, don't call. If you call law enforcement, you better be prepared for the fallout. You know, that was after everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Hey, but you know what? Don't let it even. Don't fall into it anymore. Just
Can I mean, at some point, though, if this continues, like, what law enforcement do I call? Because this has gone on literally for a year. Like, the terrorizing, stalking, harassing.
well, it depends on who they are or where they live.
Okay, so,
So, for example, it's all about jurisdiction. This is what the issues in the beginning. You live in Florence's jurisdiction.
right.
And then you have to take into consideration, let's say if these people calling from Mason, you got to call Mesa because the harassment is occurring in Mason. You're the victim in Florence or Pinal or wherever you're at, but the crime is occurring in wherever they're doing it.
Gotcha. So if they're holding me, I have them on audio saying that they held me against my will in my house, and I have them on audio saying that they stole the phone and took it to DC. I have them on audio saying that Yoda had told them, you know, to
Your end goal with that.
see that, and that's been my thing all along. Is I don't want to poke a bear like that, like Roger Stone and Mike Flynn. You know, it's like, do you really want to go poke them?
I'm just far away, and I'll dig a little cab, stay in my cave.
Well, I'm in law school.
And not get involved in any of that, and it blows over. Eventually it blows over.
Except they're worried about the January 6th committee now.
Don't even worry about that. It's not your thing. Like, don't even.
Except they're asking me to testify, and so then
What you can testify to? You weren't there.
to the stuff that happened to me. It's significant because
That has nothing to do with January 6th.
it does. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. Tell them you don't want to.
Yeah. Well, that's what so far. Yeah.
Wow. Tell him you don't want to?
Uh-huh.
Wowzer,
It's
Stacey.
I told the committee I'm scared. I'm too scared.
The whole thing is kind of goes back to the beginning when I told you, Stacey, it's hearsay because it's that girl telling you she saw something suspicious.
No.
I know, but that's what precipitated everything.
Yeah, that's what
This
precipitated.
is kind of the same. This is kind of the same thing, and I'm telling you again. Don't get involved in it. If they call you the January 6th news, I don't recall. You can just add to it.
Right.
You want to say, like,
Well, what happened was I gave the January 6th committee, I talked to them for half an
that's a
hour.
bunch of bullshit anyway, that whole thing.
Yeah, I agree. I talked to them for like a half an hour, and I gave them the recordings that they wanted, right? And those end up getting like some of the higher level people into hot water. And so then that started trickling down to, you're going to get charged with revenge porn because we got ties, we got Mark Lamb on our side. You know, and this and that. And like, it's really just trying to terrify me and scare me. And
That's what it's always about. Trying to control people. It's what they do with masks and vaccines and everything. It's all about fear and control. That's how they control people. Good or bad, whether it's for good or bad. Like,
It's true. It's true.
Why is he
I'm
conflating
sick of
masks
it.
and vaccines into the conversation?
all you do is you just shut it all down. You shut off the social media, you block all their calls, and you just don't deal with it anymore. That helps you. It goes away.
Right.
You keep getting drugged back into it.
Well, I seem to be, because I react, it's also like some nice entertainment for some of them, I think.
Yeah, the life can arise. Why? When it's not fun to scare somebody that doesn't scare, like eventually you're like, well, that was stupid. They're not even flinching.
So yeah.
Ugh. Creepy.
He actually, so there you have it. There's the language. I didn't know I had it. This AI kind of helped me because I just asked AI to find the recording that had that. I didn't know I could find it that quick, but I ran it through the AI and it gave me this recording. So there you go.
Wow. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm dumbfounded for a second because I think I just heard a complete and total cover, like, that's bad.
Witness, like felony witness
Yeah,
tampering by a law enforcement officer.
Like by a long shot, like not even kinda. Wow.
By a
He
law
told-
enforcement officer.
He told you shut the fuck up and it'll go away. Cover it up, it'll go away. Shut up and move on with your life. What happened to you doesn't matter. The way you were violated, held hostage, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like a
As soon as
mafia.
I said, well, who do I report to law enforcement?
You did
about
it.
them holding-
Yeah, and then you know what he did is he gave you
Literally.
the jurisdiction rebuttal, which they all do.
Well, no. What he said was he did the jurisdiction, and then I said, well, what about, because he was talking about the phone calls of threatening.
Yeah.
And that was the jurisdiction. Then I said, what about being held hostage
Oh, that's right.
in his jurisdiction?
Yeah.
And then he said, well, what is the end goal? I mean, what are you trying to do with all this?
Oh, he just didn't even answer it.
No, he said, what are you trying to do with this? And I got the sense that, you know what I mean? Then it, like, so he said that, well, what do you, like, in light of the fact that I was being threatened for doing that, for pursuing that very thing that they're afraid of, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, of course I'm gonna say to him, you know, like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
When was that? About 2 years ago?
It was whenever you, right, it was not long after you called me. It was like within a month or two.
After I caught Hartwig, or after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After you called me about Hartwig and you were
That
you were
was in
saying,
2020, late 2022. This is about 3 years ago.
yeah, the January 6th, no, not late 22, because January 6th committee was going on at the time.
Well,
It would have been like early or mid 2022.
okay. Huh.
Yeah, because I said I'm talking to them, and they're, you know what I mean? Like, he knew that the whole committee thing was happening at the time. In fact, there was literally, I was talking to the January 6th committee when all that stuff happened with Hartwig. That's why I connected that to the January 6th committee. That's why I told you, you know, that I reported it to the January 6th
You know, the
committee,
one
which I
thing.
did.
Yeah, no, I got you.